This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He'll throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Daniels. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The Gators line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the 1st down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Wide receiver going in motion. The inside handoff. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now he's looking to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D-linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching.
Breaks into the open. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gator.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Still on his feet at the 45.
simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. They're setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Open space at the 25. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jess, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Bringing it out. He's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give from the gun. Fighting off the defender. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. looking for room. It's Daniels. Inside the 45. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They want to run it left here. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28th. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
To the air, it's Hawkins. With the catch, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 100
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the house call coming on the run from the 23.
South Carolina, 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll ride his man on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hines is tight end, and he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. That's caught. It's Abrams.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man all alone. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first. There he goes. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments here on the map? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Gamecocks need to pick it up on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Steps away to find some room. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a fourth down sack stops this drive cold. The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneaks it in. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
42, South Carolina, 21.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Grove. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that or touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Under fire. That's caught. It's Allen. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And the defense drags him down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Ripping through the defense. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out.
29.
Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by a field goal over the Red Hawks of Miami. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And right down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. Extending the play. Finds a man on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a crease. It's Allen.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The run from the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Just a short pass to the tight end. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 11 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Okay,
Now
ready.
from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Spire.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Cricket.
They'll give it to him again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
4th down coming up.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game.